Hello and welcome back to another episode of Unfulfilled with Denise and
Denise.
Today's episode
Is there pressure with the first time having sex with a new partner? We have a special guest, Big Cuz. What's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back, ladies.
No problem. So let's dive right in. Is there pressure with having sex with someone for the first time? What you think, because
Yes, there is a little bit of pressure because there's that I need to perform. How much is too much? And what if this doesn't turn out the way I like to? So those are things that I think would affect it.
Yeah, I would say yes, a little bit of pressure on a woman's perspective. I look at it as because I think for me, for me, I'm like I gotta show off, because I'm like, you gonna remember me when that first round, you gonna remember me because maybe down the line I might slow down. So let me give you my best and my all now. So, I'm gonna have to throw it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here trying to, I'm saying prayers and everything. You gotta get it to work because I ain't got time to I'd be like, hey, get that back right. I gotta do them squats. I gotta be able to lift them legs right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do some twirling, some different movements or something to make him like, damn, girl. Woo. Yeah, I'm definitely, I picked the right one. But yeah, it is a difference. You do want to make sure you put your all into it and stuff. And sometimes, it might be a hit, might be a flop. What you think, Denise?
For me, I think it definitely is pressure there, but I'm just giving enough for there to be another time to see if there's gonna be another time. I'm not going in giving my all. I'm just giving enough.
So now I'm gonna have to come back with what do you mean by enough? So I mean, of course I know what the definition of enough is, but what do you mean? Like what you saying? How far you would go with it? Like is it something that's off tables? What?
Yeah, I feel personally that everybody in the beginning especially shouldn't be giving out oral to just, any and everybody. Especially if it's the first time. That's something you lead up to. And then, I'm just going to give you enough so you can remember my name and what I did. And, just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
All right, what you think about that? Because
I think it's all into the moment sometimes. And it depends on how you're feeling this person. Because here's your situation with guys is like, I don't want to blow this too fast. So what can I do to make this moment really good? But then also it depends on what we're doing as far as where we're at with this. Is this a one-time thing or is this the relationship?
Exactly. That's why I say enough, because you never know.
Well, the question was still though, the first time with your partner new. So that means you already put yourself in a situation where you're looking for more. You done dated this person. Y'all done talked on the phone or did all this to build up. Probably went on a couple of dates. And now it's time to get intimate. Now it's time to fuck, okay? Mm-hmm. So why is you holding back to somebody that you already put yourself up to that level to? I don't like about one night stands. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody you haven't really put no time into, then I can understand. But if you've been talking to this person for months and dating them and stuff like that, and then y'all ready to have sex, why should you be holding back? What's the purpose of holding back? I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, if I'm into you like that and I'm ready to have sex with you, then all is on the table. I don't care. I'm not going to say, well, I'm not sucking this dick because I don't know him that well. Because if I'm letting you fuck me, then it don't matter what we do. We going there. If I want you to lick my ass. I'm sorry. I just can't see holding back with somebody that I'm saying that I'm interested in to that point. Once I get to that point that I want to be with you like that, intimate, then it's all on the table.
But it becomes a learning thing though, because this is the first time with this person that's now your partner. You gotta now learn what they
like. If the person don't do something, then that's understandable too, because I'm a type of person too. I'm gonna see what you capable of too. So I ain't gonna, like I said, now just because you say, well, I give him a little head down, you might not give him head to the point where he want to blow off, and say, oh shit, nut or something. But you might want to just give him a little taste. to let him know, and you want to see if he's receptive to that too. Do he do that too? You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't go back down, then you be like, I ain't, you ain't getting none of that then. I ain't giving you the full, challenge. But you do have to know what the person is capable of doing, what they willing to do too. But usually you get that in a conversation. Because I'm going to tell you, if a dude talking to me and he's talking about all this stuff he going to do to me, I'm expecting it to be done. And I'm going to see what you going to do, because you should be the lead. To be honest, you should be the lead. So that means you should be hooking me up first and whatnot. And then I should be the one saying, boom. Get you back.
Got something to say.
But you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes we'll do it first just to, do something extra with them first to get them in the mode knowing that you okay. You know what I mean? What you think? Come on, talk.
But I guess that's if you had somebody who was actually putting that out there in the air. And I think we've all had experiences where somebody put something out in the air and it just didn't happen.
True. Right.
And so that's one of them things.
Good.
But I'm gonna touch on what you said as far as if it's a relationship and everything's on the table.
But not necessarily be a relationship. You might just be getting into that section of that. You might just be dating that person. I mean, it might not be a commitment yet. You just might be dating them, but you done been talking to them and dating them faithfully for 3-4 months, and then you like, okay, now we together long, we want to have sex.
Yeah, and it's still an organic thing, because I don't think y'all had it marked on the calendar. Hey, it's the 29th. It's game time. Whether we in or out. So I still believe it's organic, but also it's one of those things where it's like, all right, let's move into this. Let's feel it through, and everything actually works out right. It's like, ooh, so he done went down here. Okay. He done touched past the tank. So we really working now. It's like, but I know I won't be kissing them any longer, but something like it in that nature. But it's one of those things that has to be organic. So it's like, all right, we're moving along, and all right, and we really getting into it.
But I had to piggyback on something he said. He said that it's not like you have it on the calendar. Oh, I'm finna give up.
Sometimes we do.
I'm about to tell one of these female secrets that I might lose my class card on, but I just said, women, we know. We got that down playing to the T, because the choice is ours.
Yep.
I mean, man, you have a choice in the fact of if you're going to sleep with this person or not, but the true choice is the woman, because if she say no, then it's just no. So if I'm rocking with you and been talking to you for months and you don't think that's my feeling, no, baby, I didn't plan it out. And
Saturday, I'm going to tell that nigga.
Exactly. Monday through Friday, I done go unmatching panties and bras. But this particular day, everything is gonna be lined up.
I know that's
to
right.
the T, because I had this on my calendar. I don't know where your man
is. That's right there is one of your flags right there. If she got them underwears matching, boo boo, or she got some lingerie under them clothes, or she wearing something that looks sexy,
or she wearing something that ain't have nothing under it.
Exactly. She ready to fuck.
The choice was she came from, so it was on her calendar.
Exactly.
She just didn't share that note with
just
you.
to let you know.
Yeah.
It's that's true.
And I see that, but also
because we do have to get mind ready too. Women, it takes so long for us to to get to that level of orgasm. We have to be ready. We have to be saying to ourselves, man, I'm finna fuck his ass. I'm gonna tear that shit up tonight. So you gotta have it programmed, and then it's really up to how that guy interact with you too, because it might still be a flop. You might not even have sex that night, because it just, once you get with that person into that section for that time, it's like, oh damn, we didn't click like we did. We had a good time dating, we had a good time going out, but when we got alone and it was time to actually get, have sex with them, it just didn't work. And that happens too.
My thing is you should always be game time ready. And the reason I say that is,
what is game time ready?
Is you don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, organic. If we're kind of plotting it out, it doesn't feel natural. Yes. Nothing is ready. You can have your significant other actually come and they just do that one thing that just like, oh man, that really just got me where I needed to be. Mm-hmm. But you may not be wearing that matching set that time.
That don't mean you still ain't gonna fuck though. It's just saying that we didn't. We do have some times when we don't plan it now.
Exactly.
But usually that first time, because our thing is we don't want to feel like hoes and be looked at disrespectfully or this and that. So we always want to make sure that the time is right. That's most women. Now you got some women out here now that's about, hey, you pay me, I don't care as long as I get the cash or whatever it may be in their preference. But my thing is that a woman that's really looking for someone, and she really want that particular dude, she's gonna make sure she do it the right way as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And then she's gonna make sure that ain't all he want is to just have sex. So it's gonna be something that's still kind of planned out. But she'll kind of know when it's getting there because he's going to show signs that he's ready. Because them damn dates and them chill nights and watching TV, them hands going to start going a little bit more extra places. Them lips going to start want to be over. And then she going, oh, okay, well, it's time for me to go. Or he going to be like, well, I better go. Because he like, if not, I'm going to be trying to stick it somewhere, So, we know when that level's coming. It's just like, but we trying to prevent it at the time because we're not ready or we want to make sure that it's the right time. That's when we care. When a woman don't care, then all doors might be open. She might not, she probably don't. It is what it is.
Because you got some women that's having a mindset of men now.
Hell yeah.
They play so many different times.
And that's a stereotypical way to look at from a guy thing.
Okay.
It's never like, I personally don't look at things as, oh yeah, if a woman just loves sex and likes random or whatnot, I don't look at her any different than a guy. It's just, this is what you prefer. When we sit here and put people in shapes and boxes saying, oh yeah, because they like to do their thing, it's not a case of whether, oh well, this person's a hoe or this guy's a dog. Once we've labeled them, it's just that once they're ready to do their thing or I'm ready to settle down, then what do you call them?
But the thing is that's the key though. But would you look at them as a person that you want to settle with though too? Because you'd be like, okay,
right.
Well they random, they like fucking different niggas or whatever. And it's fine right now because you one of the dudes, right? But are you gonna see her as married material? Are you gonna see her as something more than what you see her as now? Let's just be fucking real.
Yeah, 'cause
9 out of 10, some people ain't gonna right. He be like, well, man, you done fucked up me and my dude and my cousin and all that stuff. You're not gonna see that person as somebody you want to be with, like.
But what if that person shows maturity? Like, hey, I'm taking care of business. Hey, everything I have is set up and everything is good to go. You may take that chance because this person on they check every other box.
But it'll be okay if she out there fucking everybody then. And you'll be fine with it.
If she changed for you.
But no, she ain't changed for him. She's still random.
Oh.
That's
she's still
different.
random. You saying if she changed. We talking about a person for what they is at that point, at that moment.
Oh.
So if that's what they doing, so you saying that, y'all don't typically call a woman a hoe just because they random or whatever, but you also ain't looking at her as no wife at that moment either, or no good relationship person either. You just looking at her that I can get pussy from her, or I can get head from her. Let's just be fucking 100.
Now, if that same person, you doing your random thing, but then y'all start to do more and more exclusive, then what do you call that?
Okay, but then that means it's changing. That's change.
Yeah, that's anybody can change.
That's something. Yeah, I ain't saying it can't change. But you wasn't looking at that at first, though. You looked at her, like we saying, when we said that, we was talking about at the moment. At the moment, you put them in a category that they fit in at that moment. Now, yes, if you see them changing and you see her down the line, 6 months down the line, and she's like, oh yeah, I've been chilling out, I'm getting myself together. I got this going on and stuff. I just don't have time for me. You be like, oh dang, she ain't like that no more. Then you might see her differently. But in the beginning, you're not seeing her that way because she's not showing that. So you're seeing her for what she is. I'm not saying you see her as a whole damn. You just see her as someone you can do what you need to do with. That's all. I'm not gonna say you calling her out her name or anything or putting her in a category like that. But you are seeing her for what she is. Oh, she's just somebody I fuck. Or she's somebody I can call and get head from. Or she this or that. Or this or that. That's just that.
But then you both get that first time, oh man, we just really went there and everything clicked.
And that's possible too. That is true.
Take the right individual.
But sometimes
they want to be changed.
Right.
But sometimes it's that first encounter,
That is true. It don't take much.
But it just depends.
That's why you have guys who lead a women and women who lead a men, because that first encounter sometimes be enough. And then they be like, well, you know what?
Right, that's
Now.
like, just be enough. You give them just enough.
It'd be enough. It'd be a change. It'd be a change. And whatnot. So, you know, it is what it is, though. We got Big Cuz over here nervous.
Nervous?
He dropping his drink, y'all. He dropping his drink.
Never that. I'm just listening to what y'all got going on.
But yeah.
But back to the pressure part. I think it's pressure, especially, I'm not a man, so I this is what my interpretation of why it would be pressure for a man. Because their mindset is stuck on, am I going to satisfy her? But I don't want to come too fast. Or, you know, I don't want to hurt her. It's a lot that goes through a man's mind when it comes to a first time.
So you think the pressure is more on a man than it is a woman?
That's 50-50, but I think
50-50, y'all.
because we got stuff going through our head too. Like, oh Lord, like you said earlier, like I don't want to be dry. I don't want to do this. I don't, you know. What if he don't like this, you know, or what if he don't like the way I ride? What if he don't like the way I do this? But I do think men have more pressure because
I do too.
It's a lot that go through their mind.
It's an ego for men. Men don't feel. I think it's an ego for men to be a man. You know, that's automatically their mission is to be that alpha, like we was talking about. You know, being that guy who can provide to do what he needs to do. So yeah, I don't think he wants to flop. You know, and just wasn't good, you know, in the bedroom that first time.
And he
you
don't
know.
want to leave her 2 minutes in, like, that's it.
But sometimes guys can kind of maneuver that one and make a woman think that she just got some bomb ass pussy. Because sometimes they be like, you know, they messed up and they be like, damn, that shit was so good, girl. I couldn't deal with it. And they just be like, fuck it, I about to say something to make her feel good because I flopped.
But I think in that moment, the woman already felt good because she like, damn, you know, I did that, but damn, that was it. You know,
but if it keep happening,
this ain't gonna work.
That's if you can handle yourself verbally and you can convince anybody to believe anything. But here's the other caveat to that. Sometimes what guys will try to do is, I'll take something like Cialis or Viagra.
Honey.
Now, once you done taken something like that, and now you're going in, and now it's a whole different story, because now the pressure may be on the other side, and like, man, like, damn, is this dude ever gonna stop this? Like, shit ain't too much else gonna happen. Am I not working for him?
Yeah, we don't want it all day long either. You know, we want just enough. And because, you know, if you put too much into it, sometimes, you know, it gets old very quick. It gets old, and it's not satisfying us, you know, enough, because we don't need all that. We need good sex, but I don't think we just need somebody who's trying to go all night long. You know, it's like, you know, it depends. I guess it depends on the individual. You know, and all that stuff. But I mean, you know, I do think that the first time is always. That's, to be honest, it's like your audition, you know? It's like, I'm going to get hired, you know, I'm going to get the part, you know what I'm saying? So I got to do my best. I got to go out here and do my part to get this job, you know, to get this position or whatever. So, you know, you go out there and you try to give your best, you know, period. I mean, you know, you don't know what you're going to do during that time. You're just hoping that you do what you need to do.
Right.
And especially, like I said, if you're interested in a person. That's why I said I don't think... you have to be worried about what you do more so if you're trying to get that part, you know. But like if it's just, like you said, if it's just something that you just decide to do with a person, you know, and it's like you're not really want that person like that, but you're interested in the sex with them or something, you want to see where it's at. You want to see where it's at, and you're not there yet. Like you're not seeing him as relationship material yet, but you see potential. But you see potential, so you might not want to give your all. That's fine. But if you already been talking to that person and you enjoying them, and y'all even talking lovey stuff on the phone and stuff like that or whatever, why you don't have to play games?
So I think
you don't have to play games.
Takes place too when it comes to the pressure. Because like you talking every day, all day to a person and all that, you going to develop. And
it just also depends on how sexual you are. Because if you're really a sexual person, you're not gonna look at sex that way. You're just gonna look at fucking and having a good time, and
Right.
you're not gonna care what you do.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
like I said, it's been times when you be saying you're not gonna lick no ass, but you end up doing it that night, or whatever, or you're not gonna lick that dude's balls and you do it, or whatever it may be, because you into the sex of that person. Like
Or
I said,
you just into the personality of that person, and then once y'all cross that line, it just makes.
and then if you attracted to him, everything is there. Every bell's been hit. All the whistles, all the bells and whistles hit. You gonna have fun. You ain't gonna care.
Well, and it's also that question of when do you let your freak flag fly? Because some people have certain ticks that get them
Shit, you better ask some questions. First, but what do you like and what you don't like? Let me know. If you don't eat pussy, tell me up front, because you already gonna be no good. That's a flag for me. You what? Okay, have a great day.
No, but
Have
I
a great
mean
life.
is-
So she basically said she gotta have interview process before.
Hell yeah.
Well,
It's
it's
that whole.
Because if you got a tick, I need to know.
no. What I mean by ticks is like certain things get you where you need to go. Like a woman.
I ain't gonna tell you that. You gotta find that.
So if a woman, because that may be part of your interview process. Can he figure this out?
Hell yeah.
For a guy, it may be, well, to really get me going, it may be something that is out of the ordinary. Like, man, I need to get this large milk the prostate type thing going. So, then it's like, whoa.
It's more more females that got that issue than dudes. The dudes, you can blow on that dick and it. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shoot, y'all be pre-coming so quick, everything be, y'all be ready. Y'all ain't that bad off now, unless something maybe be wrong, of course. If you got a couple of issues, maybe so. Might take a little bit for erection and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. I'm just joking. But women, we are a little bit different. But my thing is, I'm not going to tell you what makes me come. I want you to figure it out.
So what if the guy has the same affliction? Like I said, to really get him going, you have to do something, like I said, milk the prostate, like actually put a finger in his ass or something. Now you
put
got
that finger up there so quick, that shit don't bother me.
But see, the thing
I
is,
guess I'm not there with my sexuality yet.
but
Hell
no.
Hell no. You better call Bill.
I mean,
But-
my thing is that you talking about me doing something to my man. My man, I don't see nothing wrong with.
But
Now, I ain't
see-
putting no dildo on you or nothing like that. Now.
No,
If
but-
if I'm playing with you or something, or what I mean, especially because I read, so I know things that stimulate a man to get them rock hard sometimes. So sometimes you know what you can do, but I might have to make sure you're comfortable with that too. Because if I go to your back. If I go to your butt or something, you test it up and you put that motherfucker on lock, I'll be okay. Don't mess with him, because I don't want to offend you neither, and I don't want to put you in a situation where you feel like, what the fuck are you doing? Because some men don't want you touching them back there at all. So it
You
just
feel
depends,
like-
right?
yeah,
So you don't wanna
emasculating.
violate-
So
you don't want to
that's-
violate nothing.
but-
But a man, you can kind of tell with a man, because y'all quench up quick as hell. A woman be back there. Sometimes you just touch the booty. Them niggas be locked up.
Okay.
Like, nigga, you got about 20 dicks back there because you done locked up. But if he a freak us up to a degree, when I say a freak, that I don't mean he doing all the other type of stuff, y'all. It's just saying that if he's interested in certain things that he knows work for him as well, but I don't think, you have to go that far if necessary. I don't think you have to, though. Women, sometimes, we do little shit, we'll do little, ain't nothing wrong with putting a finger back down. I'm sorry, I don't care. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In that beginning, you're not
shit.
gonna find
Ain't
that
nothing
out,
wrong with
because
it.
this
That's
is the
gonna
pressure.
take levels
This
to
is
it.
part of your
Yeah.
pressure of starting off. It's like, I don't want
But
to
that's part of
scare
it, but
this
that's
person
still part of
off,
the interview.
but
Like I said, when you touch them slowly back there. Now, like I said, if they still loose and tense and you up there rubbing on them and you know what I'm saying, you going between doing something, or say for instance you licking them, right? You let's just be real. You sucking their dick and stuff. And you go down to the balls, that little, and then as you go down, the asshole ain't that far from it. So if you start licking down and they still got them legs gapped open, they don't care. They don't care. But if you got some who be like, kind of pushing their head back up, then they like, okay, you violate me, girl. That's enough. You can kind of tell on the interview that that it might not be. Yeah, on the interview, or that am I going too far? And then some guys just they just relax about it and they cool with it because they don't feel like it's taken away from who they are because they know their sexuality too. So it just depends. Like I said, now of course I wouldn't do something like, well, let me put this strap on, baby. That would be something that you would have to see if that person's into. Now I just feel that, some things you can't do right away. Let's just be real. Some things, like a dude, he can't come in there and be like, you soon as you with him, he can't just expect to, you come in, you go into the dungeon room or some shit, and he be like, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to put your ass like this on this wall and let me strap you up and stuff without you seeing if you interested in that. You know what I'm saying? So everything is a slow process on certain things, but we're just talking about the beginning of it, you know.
And sometimes the beginning, and I'm just talking about things you can do just the two of you, not adding so many toys and like why do you got a secret switch that opens a secret bookshelf? It's just like you ain't gonna see no shit like that. But just in the beginning, you just have to just kind of ease in and see. But there's still a lot of pressure there because it's like, what are they going to be receptive to? What are they going to reject? What are they going to accept?
So you think the man had the most pressure?
I think the added pressure is a man going off too quick. Just because once that happens, you're thinking of all types of lies. It's like, woo! When you start to make noises and shit, woo! That's all of that. Or you back up too quick, like, man, I feel like I'm too close. But that's where knowing how to do things you got to reset yourself. But unfortunately, when you do that, your woman like, hey, what are you doing? I was almost there. It's like, damn it.
Usually we kind of tell y'all to right there, that's it, baby, right there.
And that's normally when they
and that's usually when they decide to go left or right, and you telling them right there. But I mean, it's okay. The thing is I don't necessarily think a person fails the interview if they flop the first time. Nervousness plays a part. All type of things plays a part. And so I think we have to give them a minute to see. My thing is, can you get back up? Can we do a second round? Now,
but the question is, will the woman be receptive to that is the question. Because just once it's like, man, you motherfucker.
Go back to what you say. Because I just had a flashback. That's why I was laughing because...
Can we get a mulligan, as they say in golf?
It depends on what was said. It go back to that.
Yeah.
That's the only way a woman is going to say, okay, I'll give him another chance or whatever. But if you tell me you semi-nervous, oh, baby, then no, you're going to be nervous every time. So there won't be a next.
Well, he probably won't tell you he was nervous, but he probably can show that he was nervous, though. So, but like you said, if you talked all this stuff through them texts and everything else, and then you flop, that's why I say don't say a whole lot that you're going to do something, because you don't know what you're capable of doing until, because, I mean, sometimes pussy is just that good sometimes. Let's just be real, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we rocking that power. And and then sometimes them guys, and sometimes these guys is straight up, man, slanging that thing properly. So exactly, and we just as bad as dudes. Sometimes we be like thinking like, oh, this ain't gonna be nothing, and then this dude pull out this horse, and you like, oh shit, and then you know what to do with it too. Cause sometimes just because you got a nice piece, you know how to fuck. Let's just be real. So but if you just because you because you might just be average and everything else, or you might not even be all the way average to what we might feel, but you might know how to throw it down. I mean, it's really about how the sex is in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we have to play, tug of war and see who's gonna win. No, I just think we need to be able to enjoy the moment at that time, and hey, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? You swing here, swing there.
The main thing is just relax. I feel like once you get to that point, it's the overthinking thing. That's why it becomes pressure.
Yeah. But that conversation means a lot, though. If you tell me you gonna tear me up, you eat my ass and all that shit, I'm expecting that shit to happen. I'm just gonna be honest.
Well, here's your key. Here's your key, and a lot of it with the guys, how they're gonna perceive it. If your conversation has been on the topic of sex and not much else, then now the pressure's on you to be able to perform.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But also, from a guy's perspective, there are things you need to do to make sure that you can perform. And that can go into another topic that we can do, and that's in diet and stuff.
What? Bust that first nut?
No, it's actually in diet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And how you eating too.
Yeah, because sometimes that first nut is good, just going to get off. I think know stuff. And sometimes we have to come in prepared too already. Like we know we're about to do it and stuff too, and especially if you know you're a person who takes a minute to have an orgasm and stuff. Sometimes you do have to do something for yourself, get yourself a little bit tweaked up and ready. You know what I'm saying? Because you might still enjoy the experience with that person, but you might still not get nothing from it. And let's just be real. There's been many times where I had sex and I didn't get nothing from it, but I still enjoyed the sex. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street on that. But we know, women, once you have an orgasm, when you come or whatever, whether it's the clitoris or whatever, like I said, the G-spot is hard to hit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's been over a decade. I'm waiting on another one. Shit, it ain't happened yet.
Yeah. And actually, I want to rewind you back to a part where I need you to find this. You know how many sexual positions you can get into, and I'm supposed to sit here and go through everything, the whole gauntlet, trying to find what's getting you there? That is a lot to deal with.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
But like I said, most people don't have problems with the clitoris, though. Most women have sensation in their clitoris, so if you can just get the clitoris to activate, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? You don't really necessarily have to worry about the G-spot as much.
That's when you got to get your grown man on and be like, okay, how do I attack this the best? But also, it's so random.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard. You know,
it's a hit or miss. That's your vagina, your vagina orgasm. Actually, a G-spot is. So everybody. That's what Elle said. She didn't get it. She never got one because everybody just can't hit that G-spot. It's certain positions. Everybody's is different. I think it's according to the size of the man, and definitely that position plays a big role.
Okay, I got a question. So, what if both of y'all went in the process of having this pressure of pleasing the other person, and it just was bad overall on both ends? What do you do in a situation like that?
You find another nigga and he find another broad. So I'm sorry.
Or y'all could both ask for a mulligan, because hey, sometimes it's like, hey, rain check. You know, it's like
maybe. Yeah.
I mean, if you wasn't a good night.
If it wasn't a good night.
Because if y'all been talking for a while, why terminate everything right there?
Right. Yeah, that's
you know.
Right. But that's why I said, just because it's a flop doesn't mean you won't come back now. But if it's a constant flop, then
if you 5 times in the game, look, man, there's just no compatibility here.
Like we was talking about, like if you're not too quick the first time, but now every time we done had sex 10 times, you nutted 10 times quick, then you just can't handle the pussy. I'm done.
That thing gotta be an hour plus, because you're gonna be tired.
Hell no.
But I mean, at least go over 2 minutes 30 seconds. Like what?
She said 2 minutes 30 seconds. She done count down, y'all.
I mean, it's just.
And to be honest, the foreplay and everything, like I said, adds to the time. So really, when you actually penetration part, it don't take long. Let's just be real. You do a couple of minutes or something and you be good to go. Sometimes people go 10, 15 minutes in.
So ladies, let me ask y'all this question. What if your man is bordering on 20 minutes?
What, actual penetration time?
Yeah.
That's nothing wrong with that. 20 minutes is fine.
Especially if it's good. If you enjoy it.
But if you just the same position and shit, and you doggy style and then you just keep going and shit, I'm like all I got, only thing, and then you just making my titties work out. I'm done, nigga. That's it. I know I'm saying. I'm up here able to text motherfuckers and have a whole conversation with them, and you still back there. I'm like, nah, we good, boo. You know that.
No, 20 minutes and like, man, I don't know what he's expecting to happen. I'm about to dehydrate right now.
I mean,
I need an IV going on.
Because, like I said, you could do something and then you can turn a different way, and then it just makes it like it's starting over.
Because most guys will do that so they won't. Real quick, they'll have to change the position. Now, if you can change the position without going down, great. Now if you know damn well you're going to have to, if you mess the whole mood up, just stay where you at, boo-boo, and just get it off. Exactly. But if you know that you can change the position and won't, have a problem, keep going, then great. I think position changes is awesome because the more you move around, the more the woman gets in tune with it too, though. Because she's like, You put it in
Okay.
another position, like, oh shit, what? Oh
Alright.
damn. And then you hit it a certain way different, she feel it a different way too. Yeah, I mean, it can be, sex can be fucking awesome. And then it can be some shit that you could have did without. So, you know, which one you playing, that's all, you know, but like, you know,
Pick
that's
your
just how I
poison.
feel. Yeah, pick your poison. But yeah, you know, again, you know, this is where we're at, y'all. You know, we trying to, you know, we just saying, you know, how it is when you first meet a person, and is it any limits to it? And like I said, I think it's, you know, what it is. So,
Yeah. So this has been another great episode of Unfulfilled with Denise and Denise. Tune in to our next episode. Until next time, we're out.
deuces.
Deuces.